This is President Xi Jinping arriving in Prague. This is the first state visit to the Czech Republic by a head of state from China in more than 6 decades. And this is also President Xi's first visit to Central Europe and the first trip to Europe this year. The Czech Republic has a very decisive role in Central and Eastern Europe concerning its geography and also economic strength. And of course, the China's initiated Belt and Road Initiative, put forward, promoted by China, is an open and smooth channel on trade, capital, and cooperation across the Eurasian continent. Central and Eastern Europe holds the key to the European end of the channel, where the 16 countries in the region take up nearly 1/4 of all the countries along the Belt and Road. Now President Xi has appeared, and he is about to descend on the tarmac in the Prague airport, and he will soon be greeted by Czech officials, and later on he will be shown to President Miloš Zeman at a presidential residence outside Prague. This is the first visit by President Xi this year to a European country, and the first one in 6 decades to Czech Republic. As we mentioned, China invested heavily in boosting cooperation in this part of the world. Heads of governments from China and 16 other Central European nations have met annually since 2012, several cooperation outlines being reached. In June last year, China inked a memorandum of understanding on promoting the Belt and Road with Hungary, followed by other documents with Poland, Serbia, and the Czech Republic, as we see here, Bulgaria and Slovakia in November. In December, a consortium of Chinese companies led by China Railway started to build a railway between Budapest, Hungary, Belgrade, Serbia. That is a major project to showcase the dynamics of the Belt and Road Initiative. And this time, President Xi was also followed by high-ranking officials from the Chinese side and also business delegations. This is Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and ministers of commerce and ministers of finance. And we also expect a lot of slew of different contracts, especially in finance and infrastructure building, to be signed between the two heads of states and governments. And prior to his visit, President Xi published an article entitled "Time to Renew and Energize China-Czech Ties" on the Bravo Daily. That is a local newspaper. He said China and the countries in Central Europe enjoy friendship, and the joint construction related to the Belt and Road Initiative, as well as the integration of development strategies, will bring more dynamism to the cooperation. This is President Xi arriving in Prague airport, and he will soon be escorted to the presidential residence outside Prague for a banquet. And this is the first dignitary to be ever hosted in such a venue. He will stay in Prague until Wednesday, and then a slew of contracts will be signed between two governments. President Xi stressed that through his visit, he hopes leaders from China and the Czech Republic can strengthen their political trust, step up their integration and trade cooperation, and promote cooperation between China and Europe for a better future. He mentioned as China-Europe relations are at the best, with its unprecedented opportunities, China is ready to work with the EU to contribute to a better integrated world economy.